Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, your leg stiff as a rock? The pain so sharp it takes your breath away? You might think it's just part of getting older. But what if it's actually your body's quiet way of asking for help? And if just a few small daily habits could help you sleep through the night without the sudden jolt of a cramp, would you be willing to give them a try? When a leg cramp strikes in the middle of the night, your calf tightens. Seizing up, as if something is gripping it from the inside, you jolt awake. And in that moment, it's not just pain you feel. It's helplessness. You sit up abruptly, your heart racing, unsure what to do except endure it. For younger people, it might just be a passing discomfort. But at 60, 70, or beyond, each episode cuts into your sleep, places extra strain on your heart, and disrupts your circulation. And here's the real concern. When these cramps become frequent, they don't just cause fatigue. They can quietly contribute to unstable blood pressure, dizziness, or even dangerous nighttime falls. I've seen many people who once thought, this is just part of aging, until those cramps became something they feared every night. But here's the good news. You don't need medication. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. There are gentle, scientifically backed solutions that truly work, and you can start them right at home. That's why I'm sharing this with you today, not just as a doctor, but as a fellow traveler in your journey. The steps I'll walk you through won't just help relieve that sharp pain in the moment. They'll help prevent the next one so you can sleep through the night in peace. And here's the best part. It all begins with simple actions. The very first one may seem small, but it holds the power of a natural remedy in just 30 seconds. Let me tell you about one of the fastest rescue responses I've ever taught my patients. Not just proven by experience, but backed by science. A leg cramp doesn't knock before it arrives. It shows up in the middle of the night, when your muscles are at complete rest. And suddenly your calf tightens, seized by an invisible grip. But if you respond quickly, you can stop the nightmare before it takes over. The first rule: don't lie there and suffer. Sit up firmly, and place your bare foot on the floor, right on the cool surface that still holds a bit of nighttime chill. That cold? It shocks your nervous system just enough to interrupt the spasm, like silencing an alarm before it goes full blast. Next, gently bend your knee and begin to move. Small, slow steps, almost like you're talking to the cramping leg. Shift your body weight toward the affected leg. Yes, it may feel a little uncomfortable at first, but this gentle pressure activates what we call a positive biofeedback loop, easing the pain, restoring circulation. With each step, you're guiding your body from contraction back to balance. I once taught this exact method to a 72-year-old gentleman who had suffered from nightly cramps for years. We called it the floor touch, movement, breathing technique. And after just a few weeks of practice, he told me, "Doctor, I finally slept through the night. No pills. No pain. Just learning how to respond at the right moment." Medical research supports this too. Combining cold contact, mindful movement, and light pressure is far more effective than just stretching the muscle, especially in older adults, where the body responds better to sensitivity than force. So the next time you feel a cramp coming on, don't panic. Remember 3 things. Touch the cool floor, move slowly, and breathe deeply. It's not just a physical response, it's a gentle way of caring for your body with grace. And there's more to come. In the next part, I'll show you a small remedy from the kitchen that can help relax your muscle 7 in the middle of a cramp. If this has been helpful for you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Because I truly believe, at our age, the smallest things can become the greatest gifts to our health. Second, I want to share with you a little remedy I often call my midnight rescue water. It might sound simple, but I truly believe that, after 60, It's often the simplest things that bring us the deepest sense of comfort and peace. Here's what you'll need to keep ready in your kitchen. A cup of warm water. A few drops of fresh lemon juice, about 1/4 of a lemon is plenty. A pinch of Himalayan pink salta, natural source of trace minerals our aging bodies often lack. And finally, a teaspoon of rosemary honey, often called nature's liquid potassium. Now, picture this. 11. When a cramp strikes in the middle of the night, rather than panicking or fumbling for pills, you simply take a small sip of this warm rescue drink. But don't swallow it right away. Hold it in your mouth for about 10 seconds. You might wonder, why not just drink it immediately? Here's the science. The membrane beneath your tongue is highly absorbent. It allows nutrients to enter your bloodstream far quicker than the digestive tract. That means the electrolytes, potassium, and magnesium, the very things your muscles are crying out for, can begin working almost instantly. I once taught this tip to a 68-year-old woman who suffered frequent nighttime cramps. She started keeping a small thermos bottle on her nightstand. And, whenever the pain came, just unscrewed the cap, took a sip, and gently drifted back to sleep. No pills. No panic. No tossing and turning for hours afterward. To me, good health doesn't come from complicated routines. It comes from preparedness. A small action, taken at the right time, in the right way, can bring incredible relief. And if you're wondering, is there a way to calm the body even without drinking anything at all? The answer is yes. In the next section, we'll explore 2 simple pressure points on your feet that carry surprising power to relax your entire body. Let's keep going. Next comes acupressure, the gentle art of awakening the body's self-healing system. In truth, our bodies are more miraculous than we realize. Thousands of years ago, Eastern medicine masters discovered specific points on the body, like biological switches that, when touched or pressed correctly, activate the body's natural ability to heal. For leg cramps, there are 2 acupoints I want you to remember clearly. The first point is called Zuzanli, or ST36 in traditional medicine. It's located just outside the shin bone, about 3 to 4 finger widths below the knee. This isn't just a spot on the skin, it's a central hub connecting the nervous, circulatory, and immune systems. When stimulated properly, it helps regulate blood flow, reduce inflammation, and ease pain naturally. The second point, known as Chang, sits between the 2 muscle bundles in the calf, often the first area to tighten when blood circulation slows. Pressing this point isn't just touching a sore spot, it sends a signal back to the central nervous system, telling it the danger has passed, and the spasm can stop. So, how do you do it? It's simple. Use your thumb or index finger to press gently but firmly on each point, holding for about 10 seconds. But don't forget the most important part. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Steady breathing is the true companion to this technique. It synchronizes your entire body with the pressure of your fingers, creating a ripple effect of relaxation. I once shared this with a retired doctor in California who used to get leg cramps every time the weather changed. After just a few weeks of combining acupressure and slow breathing, he called me and said, "It feels like I've grown a pair of healing hands inside myself." Today, modern medicine has taken a closer look at these acupoints, and many studies confirm they do indeed influence the autonomic nervous system. It's no coincidence that for centuries, people have used them to help the body push back against pain. And when we learn to listen to our bodies and touch the right places, we're not just calming a cramp, we're building a deeper connection with ourselves. Once you've activated the acupressure points, like flipping the right switch to awaken the body's self-healing, what comes next is helping your blood flow and nervous system get back on track. And that's where a simple yet powerful method steps in: the hot-cold alternating therapy. I want you to picture this. When a muscle cramps, that area becomes like a blocked highway. Both blood vessels and nerve signals slow down or even become gridlocked. So, 2. Clear the traffic. We need a gentle yet firm nudge to reopen the flow. The simplest way? Start with heat, followed by cold. Begin by wrapping a clean towel around a moderately hot water bottle, not too hot to avoid burns, but warm enough to soothe. Gently place it on the cramped muscle area for about 30 seconds. You'll feel a gentle expansion, like the muscle fibers are exhaling after the tight spasms. That warmth is actually helping to dilate blood vessels, restart circulation, and relax the tense muscle bundles. Immediately after, switch to a cold pack or cool damp towel. Place it on the same area for around 20 seconds. This sudden temperature shift acts like a gentle wake-up call to your nervous system, disrupting the cramp signal and helping the body shift from emergency mode into recovery mode. Repeat this cycle 3 times: hot, then cold. Hot, then cold, and you've just completed a mini thermal shock treatment that's incredibly effective. In physical therapy, this is known as a method to boost circulation and nerve responsiveness without a single pill. I still remember an elderly patient of mine, a lady living in Minnesota. Every winter, she would suffer from nighttime cramps due to the cold. But after learning to use warm and cool towels this way, she told me, "It feels like my body gets reset, soothed, and more flexible." And truly, that's the miracle the body offers when we treat it the right way. This method, though simple, delivers lasting benefits. It not only relieves the pain in the moment, but also helps retrain your nerves and blood vessels to stay adaptable, which is something we all need more of as we grow past 60. After calming the nervous system with hot-cold therapy, you can take one more step toward deeper care, like a gentle caress for your tired, overworked legs. And at this moment, a natural massage oil prepared in advance becomes a reliable companion. I still remember, during a senior support group meeting in California, one elderly woman shared, "I couldn't believe just a little oil could make the pain vanish so quickly." And it's true, sometimes the body doesn't need anything complicated, just the right touch, in the right place, at the right time. The formula is simple. Just mix 10 milliliters of magnesium, oil, a well-known relaxant for muscles and nerves, with 3 drops of lavender essential oil, soothing and serene, like a peaceful dream on a quiet afternoon. Then add 5 drops of wintergreen essential oil, nature's own pain reliever, similar to salicylate in medication but far gentler and safer. When a cramp strikes, simply take a small amount of this blend and apply it to the painful area, typically around the ankle or along the calf, where tiny muscle fibers may be tangled like over-tightened guitar strings. Gently but firmly massage in circular motions for just 1 to 2 minutes and you'll feel the pain melt away, like a cool breeze passing through a sweltering summer day. The warmth from your hands, combined with these natural active ingredients, helps the healing compounds absorb quickly through the skin, boost blood circulation, and calm overstimulated nerves. For older adults, especially those with sensitive digestion or delicate skin, this is a gentle, safe, and deeply thoughtful solution. I always tell my patients, with just a few minutes of the right care, right in your familiar room, you can transform discomfort into a soothing moment, a small gift you give your own body. Next, I want to share with you the Nighttime Rescue Kit, Safe Sleep Within Reach. A simple yet essential set of tools that helps you stay in control whenever a leg cramp suddenly strikes in the middle of the night. Nighttime cramps don't just cause pain, they steal away the peace of your sleep, leaving you drained the next morning. That's why preparing a small survival kit right next to your bed isn't just a smart move, it's a way to show you're actively protecting your own well-being. Here are some simple but practical items you should keep within reach. A foam roller to help safely and proactively release muscle tension. An elastic band to gently wrap around the knee or thigh, supporting circulation. And a small thermos bottle filled in advance with the rescue water mixture. When the pain wakes you up at midnight, stay calm. First, take a sip of the rescue water, allowing the minerals to start working from the inside. Next, lightly wrap the elastic band just above your knee, creating a gentle, steady pressure that helps stimulate blood flow. Finally, use the foam roller to slowly roll along the tense calf or thigh. Move gently. Breathe deeply. After just 2-3 minutes, you'll feel the pain begin to subside like waves, retreating from shore, and you can return to sleep without needing medication or help from others. For older adults, this isn't just an emergency technique, it's a quiet reminder that we can live proactively, even in the most unpredictable moments, as long as we prepare a little and love ourselves a little more. In healthcare, sometimes what matters most is not what you do but what you don't do. Because a single wrong reaction, a hasty move in the midst of pain, can cause deeper muscle injury, slower healing, and long-term consequences. As a specialist who has accompanied hundreds of older adults, I've witnessed many cases where just a small lack of awareness led to cramps becoming far more serious than they needed to be. That's why, in this next section, I want to share with you the things you should absolutely avoid, not to make you worry, but to help you stay safe, stay in control, and avoid unnecessary pain. 1. Avoid sudden stretching. When a muscle is cramped and rigid, forcing it into a stretch right away can damage the microfibers or even tear weakened muscle strands. It's like trying to yank open a jammed door. You'll only damage the hinges more. Let the muscle relax naturally first, then stretch slowly. 2. Don't take a hot shower immediately after the pain. Many people think heat will soothe the muscle, but in reality, after a cramp, your muscle tissue is experiencing micro-trauma. High temperatures, at that moment, can cause excessive vasodilation, making the affected area swell and inflame more. Wait at least a few hours after the pain subsides before applying warm water. 3. Avoid deep or forceful massage during acute pain. When the muscle is still hypersensitive, strong massage not only fails to help, it can overstimulate the sensory nerves and worsen the pain. Let the body stabilize first. Then use light, gentle massage techniques to support blood flow. 4. Remember, for older adults, slow and steady is always better than fast and risky. Be patient with your body and always prioritize safety in every response. The next crucial step is how you recover. Because even a brief muscle cramp is like a sudden gust of wind shaking a tree. It leaves aftershocks in the body. Lingering tightness in the muscles, possible constriction of blood vessels, and a disrupted night's sleep. If we care for the after-pain phase gently and properly, it not only allows the body to fully close out the episode, but also prepares us to be stronger and calmer should it return. 1. Start with 5 minutes of slow walking. No need to go far or fast, just move gently around your home. This helps restore circulation to the areas that cramped, supporting recovery without causing further strain. 2. Then, replenish magnesium properly. Mix 1 packet of magnesium chloride into 1 liter of clean water and shake gently to dissolve. Drink a small glass, around 150-200 milliliters. Magnesium is a golden mineral that stabilizes nerve transmission and soothes overstimulated muscle fibers. Taking it right after a cramp can help prevent recurrence. 3. Final step. Apply natural green clay. This traditional remedy helps draw out toxins, reduce mild inflammation, and relax the muscles. Spread a thin layer of clay, about 3-5 millimeters, over the cramped area. Leave it on for 20 minutes. Then rinse off with warm water. The cooling sensation will noticeably ease discomfort. Extra tip for seniors. After this routine, rest with your legs slightly elevated to help blood return to the heart more easily. A final gift to your legs after a long, tiring night. Because recovery isn't just about the pain being gone, it's about treating your body with kindness after the storm, so tomorrow can begin more gently. You absolutely can manage muscle cramps, whether through emergency relief or long-term prevention, using natural, practical, and science-backed methods. Cramps may be brief, but they leave a lasting impact, especially on older adults. However, You have the power to manage and prevent them using the simple, evidence-based tools we've explored together. The best part? These methods aren't complicated, don't require high costs, and most can be found right in your own kitchen. But above all, they offer you something priceless: a sense of control over your body, especially in an age when we often feel more dependent or powerless in the face of change. If you found the information in this video helpful, please click like and subscribe to our channel, because every week we share practical, healthy, and trustworthy solutions designed especially for people over 60. And you know what? A simple share from you could help a loved one break free from those silent, nagging cramps they thought they had to endure alone. Share this video as a gift of health for someone you care about. Note: the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your doctor if you have any ongoing health conditions or treatments. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Wishing you good health, restful sleep, and peaceful nights free from cramps.